Well, my wife and I are sitting here on our deck enjoying just a glorious night here in the Ozarks. And I do feel blessed sometimes. I really do. Just being able to sit here on my deck, especially on a night like this. She wanted to share some of her thoughts on the topic of cognitive dissonance. And so could you share with everyone what exactly that means? The term cognitive dissonance?
Yeah. Well, I looked it up, and it says mental stress or discomfort experienced by an individual who holds two or more contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values at the same time. So you've got contradictory thoughts in your mind going on. You're told one thing, but deep down you know that it's not right.
Mm-hmm. You were sharing with me just a few minutes ago about the illusion of love that existed in your family. Was that the word illusion?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, actually, I got the idea from a Lady Gaga song. Now, I'm not a fan, but I did watch a video like a couple days ago, and the title of the song is The Perfect Illusion. And throughout the song, she says that they really don't love you at all. Maybe she said he or whatever, but anyway, they really don't love you at all. Now, you can leave the song up to your own interpretation for what she means, but the way I took it is, your abusers, they tell you they love you. Well, they really don't. I mean, look up the word love. Fondness, tenderness, warmth, endearment, devotion, adoration, compassion, caring, concern, kindness, and sympathy. And there's many more, but those are the big ones. If they don't have these qualities, they really didn't love you at all. You know?
Mm-hmm. You were sharing with me your thoughts on sympathy, the word sympathy. Could you, repeat again what you were talking about with me a few minutes ago? Sympathy. How it was lacking.
Yeah,
like when you were sick?
Oh. Yeah, they have.
Or you were hurting?
Yeah, they have none. There's zero sympathy, compassion. Those aren't qualities of a narcissist parent or narcissist of any kind.
Can I add something about your false family? And we've talked about this so many times, how they never listened to us.
No.
Ever. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Your false parents, both of them?
Yes.
It's like they didn't hear a word we said. And when I say listen, I'm not talking about glib, superficial topics. I mean anything that had to do with anything that identified who we are or what we are, how we felt, our opinion.
Mm-hmm. Things that upset us,
things
or anger us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went in one ear and it went out the other.
Exactly.
We would go to them about our children, which was dumb. But
Well, like for an example, we found out our son wanted to meet his birth father because he had not seen him since he was 4. And he didn't really remember him. And somebody behind my back was encouraging him to meet him. And of course I thought it was another family member, and I was venting to them, why would they do this? Well, of course they were the ones doing this. And they didn't listen. They didn't care that bothered me. And because he was a horrible person, he really was. And he really didn't
He put a
care.
gun to you once,
Yes,
didn't he?
yes, he put 2 shotgun shells in a shotgun, pulled it on me. Obviously, he didn't pull the trigger, but, the threat was there. What kind of a person would you want your child to meet? A person like that? But he was an adult at the time of legal age, so against my wishes, he better.
So that's not love, is it?
No.
Doing that behind your back.
No, not at all.
Not listening, not having sympathy or empathy. Yet, could you maybe expound on how they played a good game of pretend, how they pretended they loved you?
Let's see. That was pretty much my whole life. I mean, I had a covert father and an overt mother. The mother would blurt out anything that came to mind, no matter how hurtful it was. And then the covert father would go behind her and try to clean it up, plug in the fog machine, so you didn't, and tell you, oh, she loved you, she loves you, and say, oh, she was just kidding with you, or, anything to confuse you.
Mm-hmm. I heard that a lot. She's the jokester.
Yeah,
she's a spitfire.
They said that at her funeral, too. She's a jokester. Yeah, real funny.
So, let me ask you this. Was there a gnawing inside of you growing up, though, that, was trying to communicate to you that these people really don't give a crap about you? Did you have that conflict growing up at all?
Yes, at times. When you got in trouble for something stupid that you really was so petty, or, and you'd have that gnawing at you, but then, you would just put it to the back of your mind again and say, oh, no, I choose to believe they love me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're Christians and all, so yeah, that even played a bigger role in the cognitive dissonance.
I think it's a survival thing, though, a psychological survival tool, if you will, in the child, though, to believe that fantasy just so they don't go insane,
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yes, because I think I probably would have killed myself. I mean, you realize that your parents really didn't love you. That, they really didn't. In fact, they would ignore health issues to the point, not that I had a lot of health issues, but, childhood things, tonsils, ignore it to the point where they were stunting your growth. When I started kindergarten, I was the size of a 3-year-old, according to my parents said that, and the picture kind of, I looked kind of small and odd. And, but yet, they claimed it was the doctor. You know, back in those days, I'm in my 50s, so back in those days, it didn't take much for the doctors to say, let's take the tonsils out. And she claimed that the doctor wouldn't take the tonsils out. It was actually her. And yeah, they were so bad that they burst upon the doctor touching them, you know, in the operation. She finally agreed to the operation. But, you know, things like that, ignoring health issues.
That's not love.
No, that's not compassion
love.
or sympathy.
No.
You tell them you hurt, and they kind of basically tell you you're making it up, or you're being a baby, quit whining, quit being a hypochondriac, you know, things like that.
It's easy to say, I love you, because I heard that every time we left their house.
Oh, yeah.
I love you. We love you.
With a fake hug.
Or the hug.
Yeah. Oh, give me a hug. Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy making.
It is. I mean, it's kind of like the three monkeys, the cognitive dissonances. Mm-hmm. You know, you cover up your senses so you don't see the truth.
You think it's a defense mechanism?
I do. Yes.
I do too. It's heartbreaking. Go ahead. You know, and the Bible does mention it. I'm not going to give you a bunch of verses, but James 1:8 in the New Testament talks about a double-minded man. The verse 8, it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And you're unstable when you have two thoughts going on at once, or two, you know. Do you still wrestle with that like I do daily? You feel unstable?
Yes.
You still feel, I mean, I've gotten better, thank God.
Yes.
But I have to fight that all the time. Insecurities. Do you still feel unstable?
Yes, I do.
I do too. But we're getting there.
Yes. And I hope all of you are too. I read once, someone wrote, blind apathy versus willful ignorance. Apathy, the lack of concern, versus ignorance, a lack of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It kind of fits in there.
Well, to me, the malignant narc or psychopath, which are nice psychological terms we give to these people, they're okay. I think at the root, there's several roots, but one big root of what we call narcissism is apathy.
Yes.
They'll plead ignorance, won't they?
Yes.
I didn't know I was hurting you. I didn't know I was offending you.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
Heard that
mean?
a lot.
Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Where did you get that?
You took it the wrong way. I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, my God, you're so sensitive.
Yeah.
You
I
ever
guess
hear
I
that
better
one?
watch how I say things. We don't want to offend you.
They plead ignorance,
Yeah.
but the root is apathy.
Yes.
They don't give a rat's about you.
No.
That's what's going on, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's deeper than that. To me, it's spiritual apathy. They really don't believe in God, do they?
No.
If they did,
Yeah.
It wouldn't be so evil.
I know.
I know it's simple. They don't feel accountable to anyone.
No, it's like putting on a costume. They're pretending.
Yeah. But deep down, they don't care.
No.
Apathy. They don't care if they hurt you.
You need to get over it.
That's the ignorance.
Yeah.
The feigned ignorance.
Yeah.
But what they're really hiding is their lack of love. Their lack of love.
Yeah.
They're loveless creatures, wouldn't you agree?
Yes. Yeah, they're cold like a snake.
They are. If we could see what's inside of them, I think we'd throw up.
Yeah.
I mean that. I think you would keel over and puke over this railing right now. I think I would too, if you could see what's resident in their inner being. I think it's that repulsive.
Yes. Yeah, imagine how repulsive it is to God.
Well, he has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
Contrary to much modern theology.
Yeah.
I can give you scriptures. I know you know them, though. But
Yeah, there's tons of them.
do you have anything else to say about cognitive dissonance?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, thank
Right
you.
now. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.